over his time because he had that salary shit. So he work over his time, gonna bust in his ass trying to make sure the store was good, and then no write-ups, no nothing, no bad report, no nothing. And then they get rid of you just like that. And that goes into them curses, man. You know, you last hired in the first fire, Jake. You know, that's how you gotta move a certain different way. That you gotta move a certain way when you're dealing with Esau and these jobs, man. Like now that this brother's gone off my job and we was kind of tight and I had a little leeway with him, a lot of leeway. Now I gotta watch myself because it looked like Esau trying to bring in all his troops into the store to take over the store and get rid of all, the so-called blacks that work up in there. Because that's usually how it goes.
I saw a story similar to that last night about this Jake and his wife and his 3 kids. Toledo lady saw it. He got electrocuted at his job, and they tried to deny him disability. He had to get a lawyer. They had people following him around, trying to say that he all right. This man. I'm like, because they were trying to look for a way to deny his claims. But that's what Esau does, man. This dude does not want to pay what he owes. And that goes back to the root of why we in captivity, why Esau continues to lie. He doesn't want to pay what he owes. But you know what? He doesn't have a choice because the Lord is going to make him pay what he owes. This man never want to come back. He's not fair, number one. He don't give a damn about equality. All he wants is what his emotions want. Esau follow his emotions. If he feel like he don't want to give you something, regardless if you earned it or not, he ain't gonna give it to you because he in his feelings. That makes him that right there disqualifies him from being fit to rule because he live in his feelings. Well, I don't want him to have it, but he earned it. I don't care. But it's in his contract. I don't care. That's Esau.
He's the real life Indian giver, man.
That's what he does, man.
He gives you something and he takes it back. But that's what we talk about week in and week out, in the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. We tell you how this devil moves. And ultimately, all you people are going to find out who the devil really is, man, because he's showing his horn slowly for surely coming out with all these different draconian measures, making it real hard for you Americans to live your life. You got Americans wanting to quit on life.
Yep.
A lot of Americans on social media talk about how they want to quit life and why this devil is in the background still creating traps and snares to trap you Americans in this digital society that they're trying to come up with. What they coming up with ain't no trying, they doing it.
They doing
But
it.
in the fullness of his sufficiency, he should be in strength, man. He's not going to really, the Lord is not going to let him fulfill his whole plan. He's going to interrupt, you know.
All right, shalom, shalom. Before we continue, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, the bishops of Great Millstone, who taught us his truth. To the brothers out there teaching the Lightwise doctrine, we say to you shalom. To the few sisters out there listening, we want to say to you shalom. Yeah, man, this devil, he got to go down right now. They in the works of they got people out here actually protesting being built in their areas where they live at, because now Esau trying to proclaim what they call an eminent domain, where they just take your house, they just take your property. First they come with the carrot and the stick. First they try to pay you off for your house and your property, and if you don't bite on that, they just come with eminent domain. They just take it. Now you ain't got nothing. But see, Esau has always been on that, man. When has Esau not stolen somebody's land? And he's still on that to this day. Matter of fact, the Tiny Tops over there, they got this thing called the Greater Israel Project, where they going up in the Lebanon right now. They ain't destroying no military installations. They going after civilians. They killing civilians, and they destroying like apartment complexes, everything civilian related, nothing military related. But see, what Lebanon has done, They start putting them drones on them, suicide drones, and they messing them IDF soldiers up. And you know what the Israelis had the gall to do, the caucasity? They went to the UN to complain about how Lebanon are using suicide drones against their soldiers. But guess what? You on their land illegally.
Starting shit on their land.
Exactly. See,
that's a righteous call for them to do. That's righteous for them to stand up for their land when these outsiders come in on that BS. And that's how the rest of these nations is going in America. Same way. They bucking back up at America. Because once upon a time America have struck fear in a lot of these nations. You know, but now we're at a point now where these nations are rising up and we're like, they ain't taking that no more from America, man. And they calling you out.
I mean, you can't help but to see the corruption of American Israel at this point. Even Trump had to call it out. He was like, Benjamin Netanyahu is the reason why nobody likes Israel. I'm like, okay, if that's the case, why you following his dumb ass then? Because you don't have a choice, Trump. Trump done got in too deep. He want to get out now, but he in too deep. They ain't gonna let him out. Because if he try to go free, if he try to the clutches of evil, they're gonna put him in jail. They're gonna release that footage on him. They're gonna release those files on him. They're gonna release that evidence on him, and he going to jail for the rest of his life. So I mean, he caught up between a rock and a hard place right now. So if I was in Trump's shoes, I would do the noble thing, which he's not noble. He ain't gonna do it.
They don't have no integrity, man.
No. These people, they cutthroat. They don't have any morals, no integrity, no morality, no dignity whatsoever about them. So yeah, he gonna take the coward route and try to ride it on out. While at the same time, he in the shit but trying to pretend like he's not a part of the shit. And that's gonna be a hard thing to do. But see, it's like this, man. Y'all gotta figure out what side y'all on. Y'all, are you on the side of wickedness or are you on the side of righteousness? Because a lot of y'all right now trying to ride that gray area, trying to ride that line. No, it's either or. It's black or white. There's no gray with Yahweh Shem Yahweh. And you can't fool the Lord. If that's what you're banking on, you forget it. Let your yea be yea, your nay be nay. Anything other than that is pure wickedness, roughly paraphrasing the scripture. There is no gray area with the Lord. So you trying to fool the Lord and try to get over on the Lord, you're only fooling yourself. You're playing yourself. And that goes further than government. It also goes for these false prophets. Deacon, Hakah, Hassad. Yeah, that goes for y'all too. You want to speak on it, bro?
Yeah, man. I had actually had a video of a little snippet that I had caught a lot of backlash on about Deacon Hakah, man, where he was talking to the wife that exposed him or one of the other ones. But basically he was telling her that his father was black, but his father was white. And right when he said that, video cut off. And a lot of people gave me a lot of backlash about this. I don't know if this man's Esau, but to flip your doctrine to get the bag and say that these other nations can just be saved out of the blue when your first doctrine was that Gentiles couldn't be saved. When you all of a sudden you get in this little bag, you talking smack in your raps about Great Millstone, how they mad at you because you driving the Benz, but then you in another video saying you never came at them carnally, but you came at them with scriptures, but yet in your video when you rapping, you coming at them carnally talking about the things that you got, and they upset at that. See, this how these false prophets are, man. You know, and then you're not even teaching the real name, which your wife also bringing that out that you used to teach you how shy now. You're not no more.
And they flip it back to cheese and rice. They back on that. They let you know they took the bag, man. Your channels are not supposed to be monetized. But yeah, he got something crazy in his garage. Now, if you got that through your own merit, that's fine. But you're not supposed to be profiting. You're not supposed to be making merchandise of the ministry. And And something tells me that's all these men have ever been doing. Because they selling merch, they selling scriptures, they selling breakdowns. I'm not saying Genesis in particular, but there are camps out there that does this. They merchandise, they sell breakdowns, they sell prayers, they charge you for so-called marriage counseling when they ain't doing nothing but pimping over there. It came out the deacon, he's setting out his own wives. He pimping his own wives, which is totally against the scripture. But then you got some people, some Israelites out there that's still defending these men to this day. Despite of all the wickedness that's been exposed about these men, you still got Israelites out there still defending their behavior. Y'all gonna find out the hard way too. The Lord ain't playing with y'all. That's why use what he covets the most to bring him down. Women. What did Paul say? If you have a wife, be as though because the ministry comes first. This man pimping, he's selling merch, he's selling breakdowns, he's selling Hebrew names. You could get your own name. All you got to do is you got to feel your spirit out. That's all you got to do. You can assign yourself a Hebrew name. You don't have to pay them money because they don't even know your spirit. You know your spirit. So how they gonna give you a Hebrew name according to your spirit when they don't even know your spirit? It's all to make money.
About Matthew chapter 10, verse 6. I'm gonna read a couple. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 6. But this is Yahushua speaking, by the way. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand, heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give, man. Mm-hmm. And that's what the brother's going into. A lot of you people are making this gospel a house of merchandise, man, and that's not, this is not what this thing is about. And he's also speaking on Hakah being pretty much a whoremonger, man. Mm-hmm. Which the Lord is going to destroy. That's going to bring wrath upon you, man. Now you're getting exposed. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 5, and I'm gonna read to 7. For this ye know that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man, who is an idolater, hath an inheritance in the kingdom of Hamashiach and of power. Let no man deceive you with vain words. For because of these things cometh the wrath of power upon the children of disobedience. Be not yet therefore partakers with them. You see, so you expose these people and you get out of their way, man. The Lord is putting these people on the back burner. They in a hot seat. They're being exposed, and more is to come, man. And I had a vision that IUIC is going to get it next too.
Oh yeah.
And that's because Esau is pushing out this chip.
It's June.
Exactly. It's June. That's what he said. Now we here in June that you mocked, Bishop, and they pushing and they talking about that this AI technology on a whole nother level, man. And I looked on Chat GTP, and they was bringing out some stuff about that, about the the fourth. Let me go get it.
Fourth industrial complex.
That right there. Yeah, he's talking about how that's going to be the people getting the chip in them. That's part of that. Mm-hmm. These data centers are part of that.
They're really surveillance centers.
That's exactly right. I heard Elder Malcolm bringing that out this morning about those being surveillance centers, and they gonna record everything in it. And Chat also said something about this going into something that brothers been saying for years too, the social credit score. All of this is going back to them surveillance systems, man.
They're trying to catch up with China, the United States, and they're gonna do whatever they can to catch up with China. And then they got these. I found this out this morning. This is what Ford is doing. The automaker Ford. They got all this technology. Matter of fact, dude demonstrated it in his truck. He bought bought a late model Ford F-250, something like that, and he was pretending that he was in a panic, and he turned on the truck, and the cameras in that truck read all his biometrics as far as his dilated pupils, his I don't think, well, maybe his heartbeat, his heart rate or something. But the truck saw that he was in a panic, and the truck would not allow him to shift it into drive. He was trying to shift it, take it out of park and put it in drive. He couldn't. So yeah, you can go buy these late model trucks, these vehicles, and you can pay cash for them, and you can have the pink slip, the title in your hand. But guess what? They still own that truck because they give the yay or nay whether you can drive it or not. Now they had the same principle in place because every year you have to register that vehicle. Why, I don't know. It's to make money, and it's to grant you permission every year that you could drive this vehicle for the next year. But now they doing it through technology and biometrics. I told you all Esau's technology and pseudoscience revolves around two things: how to control you or how to kill you. And you know what else is going on within these late model vehicles? The same time that they're reading your biometrics, they got access to a criminal server. They running all your biometrics through a criminal server to see if you got warrants, to see if you are wanted for anything. And that vehicle is gonna rat you out. It's probably gonna lock you in there and call the police on you.
Yeah, it's gonna lock you in there, and you're not gonna be able to pull out a part to drive.
Exactly.
It's gonna completely shut down. And I seen the Edomite talking about that this morning.
Yeah.
And they patented it.
Ford patented. And it's a race. All the dealerships are on this right now. So for all y'all out there that's eager to keep up with the Joneses as far as these late model vehicles, setting yourself up to get got. That's why I'm sticking with my old school truck. I mean, it's a nice truck to me, but I don't need the latest and greatest. As long as that truck gets me from A to B without Esau's interference, I'm good.
And while they putting this surveillance and stuff in these cars, in these newer models, they fucking up everybody else's cars with this ethanol.
E15.
That E15 to make you have to go and buy an updated car so they can watch you, man. They setting it all up. It's all a trap. That's just how it is.
You know what else came out about the older cars? Recently, and I don't know why this is not in the news. Well, I know why it's not in the news, because Esau want to keep you out of the know. I think in the past year or two, 12 major junkyards have burned down. Now, why would they destroy junkyards? It's simple. So you can't repair old school vehicles. Now, there's nothing in these junkyards that can catch on fire naturally because they drain the gas tanks. So they are destroying junkyards on purpose so you can't fix old school cars. So you won't have no choice but to get with their technology so they can control you.
You know, it's crazy. Esau will create a law, like after he burned down these junkyards, he'll create a law that if you found with any of these certain types of parts, that you can be held accountable. They make it illegal for you to have a certain catalytic converter or some type of part to an old school car. They'll probably make that illegal for you to even have that, man, because that's how low down this man can get. They come up with some type of law where you can get penalized for having a piece, a door to a 1975 Cadillac or something.
He'll call it something like contraband.
Yeah, he'll make up something.
And he already did that. He already did this. Remember when everybody was riding old schools, where they got those antique tags so you didn't have to register your vehicles? He was losing too much money off of that. So you know what this dude did? He made a law so that you can only drive old schools on Sunday. So you can't drive them to work. See what I'm saying? This man got to go. I see why he gonna be chased out of the earth. Because Esau has a talent for pissing people off. He has a talent for doing dumb shit to piss people off. He has a talent for saying dumb shit to piss people off. And he does it on purpose out of spite, but he calls it law. How dare you not do what I tell you to do? Okay, I'm gonna make a law. That's in Daniel 8:25. Let me see if I can find that real quick.
Craft to prosper.
Yeah, man. With a stroke of a pen, this man can turn your life into a living hell. Look at all them crazy ass executive orders Trump been signing lately, which is not law. Congress has to make it law. Let's get this. This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. That ink pen is more dangerous than that missile. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Yeah, that ink pen is way more destructive than any missile, because you're killing people slowly with that ink pen versus a quick death with a missile. But this is part of this man's wickedness, and he enjoys it. This is why he's finna get what he's finna get.
This man shows no mercy, and at the end of the day, he will have no mercy. That's why everybody hates this man. The scripture said that they are strong among the heathen and greatly despised. You know, and there a lot of people are speaking out about these Edomites, especially these men Edomites. They all over these cats because these are the ones that's ruling everything and making all these different draconian laws, making these unrighteous decrees, making it hard for you to live out here, man. That's why we constantly tell our people that this is not your rest, man. This place will destroy you, even with its soul destruction, man. That's why you got to come out of the ways of this place, man, and kiss the sun, man. Put your faith and time and effort into Yahweh Shah, because you're gonna need them. Because we fucking close, man. You know, they pushing this MOTB on another level, like I said not too long ago, and like I said, I went onto ChatGPT and I want to just read a little bit of it, about what it said, because we was talking about those data centers or whatnot. I asked it, I said, does the data centers around the world have anything to do with the fourth industrial revolution? And it says, yes, definitely. Data centers are a huge backbone of the fourth industrial revolution. They enable the massive amounts of data processing and storage that technologies like AI, LOT, and cloud computing depends on. So without them, a lot of the innovation we're seeing wouldn't be possible. And I said, are they dangerous? It says, that's a really good question. I mean, in a lot of ways, they're super beneficial. They drive innovation and connectivity, but they do come with risk, and like cyber security threats, privacy concerns, and of course, the environmental impact. Data centers use a ton of energy, so it's kind of mixed bag. That energy, that's why that energy crisis is gonna come upon us with this thing. So I asked this, something else. Locking my phone in slow. I asked it. I said, "Are these linked to implantable technologies?" It says, "Yeah, they can be." So implantable technologies like health monitors, smart chips, or even biometric devices in them cars are often rely on data centers to process all the real-time info. So the data they collect, like health stats or location, gets sent to these data hubs for analysis and decision making. It's kind of a big deal in personalized medicine and beyond. So you see how dangerous this thing is going to be?
See?
They're gonna have, like Tupac said, all eyes on me. That's what Esau's about to do to everybody.
Everything is a two-edged sword. Everything can be used either for righteousness or for wickedness. Esau is going to use it for wickedness, most definitely. But see, this is the good news about that, though. The Lord did not create this earth to sustain a system like that. That's why it's not going to work. Because if Esau had his way, there would be no drinking water. there would be no electricity. And you know what else Esau plan on doing? Once he gets enough of these data centers up and running, he's gonna start rolling blackouts and blame the data centers.
Yeah,
I can see that. I see that right now.
that makes sense.
It's the perfect excuse where we having difficulty sustaining the data centers and keeping it online. Meanwhile, it takes so much water to cool these things that it's affecting the drinking water of counties.
That's where you get them water shortages coming.
Exactly.
Because it will be water shortages.
And guess what? When Esau does use your drinking water to cool these facilities, that water is no longer drinkable. It's contaminated. And he gonna use that same water. It's gonna be a water cycle. It's called a water exchange system. We use these on Navy ships. What they do is they run piping all through the engine. Well, in this case, all through the servers. They run cold water through these pipes. That cold water absorbs all the heat from these computers, and it comes out on the other end as hot water. It's taking away the heat from the servers. But once it does that, through chemicals, some type of chemical, it's going to eventually become undrinkable. And they're going to use this, they're going to put that water right back into the drinking source to contaminate it on purpose. That's why we tell people, that's why when I was in the Navy, if a ship was in port and you fell in that water, you got to go straight to medical and you got to get 20 injections in your stomach because of all the dangerous chemicals in that water that's coming from these heat exchange systems from these ships. And some of it is from the sewage from these ships. They just drain it right in the water with the fish and everything. Exactly. Esau was unfit to rule, man. I seen this all 4 years. I was in the Navy. And it's not just one ship. Imagine how much waste a carrier has.
Yeah, all those people on there using
There's 3,000 people on the carrier. It's like a small city. It's literally a small city, a floating city. Now, if you got a battle group contains anywhere from 7 to 9 ships. They're gonna drain all that waste back into the sea, along with all the chemicals that comes along with heat exchange systems. So it's not going to work because the Lord did not design this planet to work like that. The Lord did not design this planet to sustain computers. He designed this planet. And so if Esau is going against the plan, guess who got to go? Esau got to go. It's a simple fix. Just get rid of E. That's all. And that's exactly what the Lord gonna do at the end of his 1,000 years captivity. Y'all finna go, bruh. The whole world tired of y'all. Look at the Israelis. Over there holding the biggest Sodom and Gomorrah fest you could ever throw.
Man.
But they the people. They doing this on purpose. They want the Lord to show his face. They tempting the Lord on purpose. And when he calls they bluff, they ain't gonna like it. Their hearts gonna be filled with fear. Fear and trembling gonna take over them.
And they been on that mess over here in America too. With this Pride Month shit. And hey, this might be our last motherfucking Pride Month too. Why y'all running around out here happy as hell? Because that shit, like y'all running around here happy, like ain't shit for the crack, bro. Remember, pride go before destruction. And y'all call this month Pride Month. And then we headed right towards the next month when it's the 250th birthday of America. So, hey, a lot of these things are the Lord lining everything up so perfectly, bro. Like we see things coming down, and shit's about to hit the fan, man. And a lot of you people who ain't covered by Yahweh Shai, you finna be in pure dire straits, bro. It's gonna be perilous times that we coming into. You know, because it's well overdue. Like I said before, Babylon has reached his credits, and it's time for this place to drink that cup, and the wicked ass people in it You 2/3 Israelites as well. Y'all gonna have to drink of that same cup because y'all love this truth, man. This Eve running around on social media out talking about she stand with Israel. She stand with Israel on how God has a plan for Israel, and he wants the wicked to be saved. You see how sadish our people is.
Why would the Lord want the wicked to be saved?
So
which Lord are you talking about? Are you talking about the Lord of the wicked, of the Lord of the Israelites? I promise you, it ain't but one true and living power. That's your how about Shimmy Hawashai. Now these wicked idols y'all follow and worship, they're just that. These are idols who cannot even speak. Ain't no power to them. Y'all worship wood and stone. But you think there's power in worshiping wood and stone. No. What's happening is the Lord is deceiving you into putting your faith in these idols. So when they don't come through for you, you're done. Let's get that in the book of Judges. This is the book of Judges, chapter 10. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in your time of tribulation. The deceived and the deceiver are his. He's deceiving you to put your faith in these idols. So when they don't come through for you, it's your own fault. And you're going to die right here in Babylon, worshiping these false idols who cannot save.
I got Psalms 96 and 3. Declare his glory among the heathen, his wonders among all people. For the Lord Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. For all gods of the nations are idols. But the Lord Yahweh made the heavens, man. You see, and this is backing his brother up on what he said. Like these other idols that y'all got out here, the Lord got you deceived, man. Got you in a trick bag to believe these other idols, man. Remember the scripture said the deceiver are his, right? So the Lord got you in a trick bag. And it ain't nothing you can do about it. Nothing, especially y'all people, unless you repent, man, and ask the Lord to open your eyes up. You know, but outside of that, you right where you ought to be in your life, man.
In your life.
Marked for destruction.
Exactly. And the sad part about it, bro, a lot of our people don't even want to come back to the house. They got too comfortable in Babylon. And you know what? You gonna die here. And ain't no nice way to say it. I wouldn't say it nicely even if I could. Because you know this is you at the fork in the road right now. You can either go left or go right. And a lot of y'all gonna choose to go left instead of going right. A lot of y'all choosing to stay in your wickedness. And it's gonna be your own fault. Your own destruction gonna be your own fault because you refuse to take heed. You refuse to hearken. And ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you. Don't be coming up to us at the last minute when nuclear missiles are inbound, asking us what are the true names. We're gonna look at you and curse you out. Because the whole time you've been scoffing and mocking. But now you want us to believe that you're sincere now? Everybody gonna be sincere in that final hour.
He said when the missiles are about, that's gonna be crazy because at that point, man, it's a wrap. And I'm trying to, and I know this brother agree, and all other brothers agree. I'm trying to be up there on the sea of glass mingled with fire, man. I'm trying to be in the chariot, watching this place be destroyed, man. Exactly. I ain't trying to be stuck down here, getting ready to catch missiles up the ass because I want to be rebellious like the rest of the world. No. Trying to get this work, do this work, keep the faith, keep pushing, you know, keep going through these self-inflictions because you're just being afflicted, man, and it's true, man, and it's fine because it's making you strong. Mm-hmm. It's making you strong at the end of the day. The rest of you people, you're going to be weak because you're not working on that strength. You ain't working on that spiritual strength right now.
They don't want to let go of that convenience Babylon has provided for them. But that convenience of Babylon is not going to be here forever. I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but Esau is slowly but surely taking away these conveniences, and he making you exchange them for control. See, y'all got the two mixed up. Y'all thinking convenience is convenience. No. Esau gonna turn that convenience into control. And then you still gonna be caught up because you don't want to let go of either one.
That rice feel convenient. When you get that rice, it's packaged as convenience right now.
Exactly.
On social media where everybody talking about it that you people just ain't paying attention to. They packaging as if, hey, you ain't gotta pull out your phone and do this no more. You can just do this, you can do that, open up your car door with it or however else they using it, but it's like a venom you injecting into yourself because it's gonna have full control. Mm-hmm. It's gonna have full control over you. And Esau been showing you people these things for many, many, many years, man. I'm gonna name a couple of these movies that you can look at these movies and see what they're doing now. This is a list of movies where machines and AI took over. Man, The Matrix, it came out in 1999. Terminator, 1984. iRobot, 2004. X-Mentia, 2014. Avengers, Age of Ultron, 2015. Westworld, 1973. Colossus, The Forbidden Project, 1970. The Day the Earth Stood Still, 1951. Battlestar Galactica, 2004. RoboCop, 1987. AI, Artificial Intelligence, 2001. Oblivion, 2013. Interstellar, 2014. War Games, 1983. Upgrade, 2018. Archive, 2020. This man been putting 2000 adjustment for centuries.
There's a couple movies that ain't on that list.
Demolition Man is not on there.
Demolition Man, I would say, and that movie 1984. Y'all ain't seen it? It's summing up everything Esau trying to do. And that movie, Snowpiercer, with that train, where all the peasants was at the back of the train eating them little jail packs, but the elites was at the front of the train eating real food. Yeah, they've been telling you what they want to do with the population of the earth.
As you mentioned it, they doing that madness today. Even though we ain't completely tapped all the way in yet. They've been doing that. Look at the food we eating now. These elite, they not eating bullshit food. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
They slipping fake meat into the supermarkets.
Yeah, and taking the good shit for themselves. Why you think they just did a recall on a certain bottled water? I forget what the brand of the water was called. I'm gonna look it up here in a second. But it's a specific brand of water that they just recalled. The whole thing, man. You know, Esau gonna start putting poisonous, even replace that water with more poisonous water, man. Because the bottled water is already poisonous and carcinogen. He's gonna remove those. He's gonna put something more potent there, man.
And he gonna, right after he do that, he gonna tell you it's good for you.
Yeah.
It's healthy. It's a healthy alternative. All these little spells on these products, on these food products, for you to let your guard down and entrust this poison. That's why he replaced the word. If you look at the ingredients on food nowadays, you seeing long ass chemical lab names. None of this stuff grows naturally. They create this stuff in labs and put it in your food. These are not ingredients, these are chemicals.
It was Valley Springs bottled water.
Okay.
Valley Springs bottled water. That's what it was. They recalled it. Over 650,000 jugs of Valley Spring water and thousands of Meyer distilled water gallons were recently recalled.
See, this man can't do right even if he wanted to. He's programmed for wickedness. He can't fight it. He can't go against the Lord's programming. That's why you think so many Edomites have so many problems in common, like pedophilia, like bestiality, like murder. You can't go against the Lord's programming. Yet you got a whole nation of people who refuse to acknowledge the real problem of this country, which is the nation of Edom. Edomites are the problem because they turn a blind eye to their wickedness, and they they slander the just. So they are the problem because they, number one, they refuse to pose judgment upon their own people. They turn a blind eye to their own people's wickedness. But they quick to lie on you, though, if you're an Israelite. And you wonder why Edomites in this country are now in the position that they're in. They find themselves in adversity. They find themselves oppressed, depressed, because you don't punish your own. And the Lord got it set up this way on purpose so you can destroy yourself. Let's get that one. Let's go to 2 Peter. See how they in there rocking out right now, ignoring problems, keeping their head buried in the sand. This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. Who's the unjust? Edom. Verse 12. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. Every nation on this planet has acknowledged the fact that America and Israel are the most corrupt countries on this planet. And as you can see, the Lord is delivering on his word. They're destroying themselves. The Lord then blessed America with Trump. Trump is doing a wonderful job destroying this bitch. And he's issuing, through Trump, the Lord is doing this through Trump, bringing judgment on you Edomites, especially MAGA. Since y'all refuse to punish your own, the Lord is using Trump to punish your ass.
Scripture said that they ain't gonna come through themselves.
Exactly.
This is 2 Esdras 11 and 39. Art not thou it that remainest of the four beasts whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their time might come through them? And you setting your own self up for death, Esau. Keep at it, man. keep at it. You're being a good guy. You're being a really good guy.
Now you're getting judges, court judges, getting arrested. ICE agents getting arrested. And then we always told y'all, when you go to court, these are not judges. These are just Edomites in black robes. And their one job is to either break you financially or to send you down that pipeline to prison for free labor. That's the only reason they're there. They're not there to execute justice. You will never get, and the elders always say this, you will never get justice from thieves on stolen land. That will never happen.
You see what happened to the little young man with the bottle of water? Moab killed him, didn't get no justice.
Exactly.
They let that man go.
You know why Esau did that?
Trying to get a reaction out of
He did that to fan the flames.
Trying to get Jake to get that reaction out of Jake.
Exactly.
You're gonna see more of those things because I had a picture right here of what some Edomites had done as well. It's called the Glasgow Gang. Raped children, locked them in cupboards full of spiders, held them prisoner in ovens and fridges, forced them to eat dog food, and subject them to beating and sexual violence, man.
That's the
These
Edomites.
are all Edomites. You got a 7-year-old found with 90 wounds after being tortured by 3 white women. You see that?
See? violence, sexual violence, pedophilia, bestiality. All of this is Edomite culture.
Yep.
Because you know why? You know why we call it Edomite culture? Because you go above and beyond to hide this from the rest of the world. You eat babies, not because you're in a famine type situation. You all consider eating babies a delicacy, and you hide it from the world. That is Edomite culture, because y'all ate us, shit, but you call yourself civilized. No, you are natural brute beasts, just like Second Peter said. You sleep with animals, but you're superior to who? You're not superior to us. You might be superior to the animal kingdom, but I know some animals that won't pay back on your ass. All the monkeys that you tortured, rabbits, rats, torture, animal torture. You call it experimentation. Them animals gonna get paid back on that ass too. Yeah, the world is gonna chase you out of here. You will be chased out of the earth because nothing you stands for, nothing you bring to the table, is beneficial to nobody. Your wickedness don't benefit nobody. It's not needed, especially after your 1,000 years of captivity. You're gonna be out of here because wickedness will be no longer needed in the earth. Your wickedness is only brought forth through the Lord to punish us. But now that is over. And now your punishment is about to begin. Wickedness does not benefit anybody but the wicked. But even now those days are over. Because MAGA ain't benefiting from the wickedness no more. They grinding cars. So wickedness is no longer needed. You know it's over when MAGA start. They ain't benefiting from the wickedness no more.
No, that's coming to an end, man. The curses, like the elders and apostles, all they've been saying it a lot lately, and brothers on down. You know that Esau, he slowly started to take a sip of that cup. Right now, the Lord giving you a couple of double shots right now. You're getting a couple of double shots right now, but eventually you're gonna start getting hit with the gallons and the liters and the fifths. You're gonna start getting doses of it all at one time. Cause y'all ain't feel nothing yet. Y'all can try to do all that right now. But at the end of the day, hey, y'all ain't felt nothing yet, man. This is I had this right here. It says half of Americans say the fun in their lives had disappeared. That's because the Lord is cutting off that mirth. People you see over there, they over there mirthing it up right now, but the Lord is taking that mirth up out of this place, man. People just so in love with mirth that they finding all type of ways to go find it now. But eventually, mirth gonna free from you because nobody's gonna want to have fun no more. It's gonna be a shift, man. It's gonna be a shift. Y'all ain't gonna be have a mindset of having fun. You're gonna be in the mindset of fearing for your life. You're gonna be fearing. You're gonna be fearing if you got food on your table, you got clothes, water, daily essentials. You're gonna be worried about that. But you know what? Them shelves and them storehouses gonna be empty, buddy, and you ain't gonna have access to none of it.
Yeah.
That's how Esau finna make. He finna clamp down on you people so hard, man. And y'all ain't got your how about y'all on y'all team, man. And he's getting ready to clamp down. He gonna clamp down so hard, you're gonna have no choice but to go to him. But you're gonna have to go to him at a price. And you know what that price is, right? It's that grain of rice. That's the price you're gonna have to pay. And you know what price comes with that rice? Death.
Yeah. I got a script. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. America ain't never been crying and whining like this before. This only the beginning. You ain't even knocked the top off. You got a whole half gallon. You got to drink. And it's not gonna be top shelf. It's gonna be the dregs of the cup, baby. The bottom of the barrel. The worst of the worst. Think about it. Think about what the Lord put us through to punish us. And he loves us. He don't like y'all. So you can imagine what y'all about to go through. Think of all the hell the Lord brought upon us. Because we were disobedient. If this is how the Lord punished disobedience, imagine how he gonna punish wickedness, cuz. Woo! It's gonna suck to be the heathen nations, especially Edom, especially Amalek. Y'all done, man.
This is the book of Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. This place never was really tender and delicate. It was always an illusion to be tender and delicate. This bitch has always been a hoe.
Exactly.
Always destroying other men that dealt with her. And when I mean by other men, I'm talking about the other nations. Now, she's dealing with these nations and they never was able to get none from her. That's why she was a virgin the whole time. But now, they finna send all type of missiles over here and penetrate this bitch, man. And then there's nothing nobody can do about it. You have to be covered. You gotta be elect, man, to escape this thing that we get ready to come into. So our Lord willing, we are part of that number, man. Because a lot of people finna go out the hard way.
And you know why? Another reason why this country is referred to as the Great Whore? Because nothing is sacred here. Everything's for sale here. China is so-called supposed to be America's enemy. But you selling land to China in your own country. Nothing is sacred here. Everything's for sale. That's the same thing with a hoe. Everything's for sale with a hoe. That's why nobody respects this whore. There's nothing else to respect. That's why she's gonna be burned with fire. Everybody won't pay back on this bitch. And everybody's gonna get it. This hoe done did too many nations wrong. Murder, robbery, theft, and then lies to cover it all. Yeah, this hoe got blood on her hands, and this hoe finna pay back all that blood.
I got Nahum chapter 3 and verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft.
Human trafficking.
Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. That's why you seeing all these videos come out exposing America, exposing what these Edomites have done over time, exposing how America was brought up on slaves of our people, and it's being a spectacle across the world. You got these Lego videos coming out exposing these cats. That's the will of the Lord, man. Y'all better quit playing with your how about shit y'all shine.
No, let them keep playing. Because I want to see the wicked suffer. You can fool yourself, especially you Christians. Oh, you can lie to yourself all day like you so good, clean, and wholesome. Worshiping false idols. Eating pork. Trusting your enemies. Trusting in Babylon. Trusting in Egypt. I want you to suffer. Because we told you it was going to happen to you.
Yeah.
But you think you know more than us because you listen to liars in a church. You're going to see who's right. Because I'm willing to bank everything on this truth. What are you willing to sacrifice? Because your faith going to be tested. And your faith in these idols, you're going to lose that real quick because the white boy ain't coming. Y'all ain't willing to gamble everything on this truth because y'all don't believe in shit but lies. Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna the last part of Nahum chapter verse 3 and 6 because this is what actually was going on right now. Everybody's looking at America. This is Nahum 3 and 6. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, talking about Babylon, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. America is being looked at as a gazing stock and is on the world stage. And its shame is being displayed upon the whole earth, man. Everybody actually see it for what it really is. The so-called American people are starting to see it for what it really is. And they calling it out. But hey, now they calling it out now because they're starting to take the same pill that these other nations took. It's bothering them. It's in their backyard now. So now they want to speak upon it. But when it wasn't in their backyard, when they didn't have to deal with it, oh, that's just over there. They'll never come over here. Everything was all fine and dandy, man.
And America was great, right? Uh-huh.
So now there's mud in your eye. and you gotta deal with it.
Uh-huh.
You got to deal with it, man.
See, what's really happening is these Edomite Americans, they showing their true colors. They showing what kind of cowards they really are. Because they're afraid to face reality. See, reality will kick your ass. They don't want that ass beat. So they just gonna pretend like everything's still cool. They're like, you got a building full of Edomites over here at the amphitheater. And they're jamming like everything great. Edomites, y'all have a talent of running from reality.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all keep y'all head buried in the sand, ignoring shit. And then you wonder why you in the position you in now because of ignoring shit that you should have addressed a long time ago. Now you can't put the animal back in his cage. So you just pretend to ignore like nothing's happened.
What they doing in there right now, that's just a precursor of what's gonna come to their kingdom because they ain't doing nothing but doing a bunch of booming and banging and shit over there. But that booming and banging shit gonna hit America via ICBM missiles.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, let them enjoy the rest of their kingdom. But eventually, like you said, they gonna really have to sit there and face reality. And when you have to face reality, you're gonna be really facing them missiles.
It's painful. It's painful for Esau to acknowledge the truth. Yeah, he can entertain bullshit and lies all day. But reality forces Esau to go in his feelings even deeper than he already is right now. Reality forces Esau to see that all them lies he was fed through his whole life was just that, lies. You are not superior. You are not tough. You are not blessed. You are cursed. You are a cursed nation. So you know what they did to fix that? They pulled the Book of Mormons out their ass, which states that brown-skinned people are cursed. When the truth of the matter is, paleness is a curse. Blonde hair is a curse.
Brown cannot be a curse, man. We can go out and deal with the earth naturally.
Mm-hmm.
A white-skinned person, an Edomite, you can't deal with the sun too long without becoming look like a raw steak.
You know what Esau does? Esau has a bathroom counter full of chemicals.
Yeah.
He got to deal with before he goes out into the world. All the Israelites got to do is brush their teeth and wash their face, comb their hair, be out.
Yeah, and absorb all that vitamin D.
Esau got to put on all kind of sun protection and all this shit.
You can't take natural vitamin D from the sun, bro.
Exactly. We absorb it. We don't have to pop no pills or nothing. It absorbs through our melanin. So how are you superior against the Israelites? I really need to understand that. You got a bathroom counter full of chemicals you got to deal with before you go out into the world.
That's just pseudoscience.
But you know what? All them chemicals ain't gonna be in the kingdom because you masking your curse. We don't have to mask out. We don't have a curse. The Lord put curses on us. You are the cursed people. Let me get that one.
Yeah, Esau and his pseudoscience will really have you people out here thinking that they are more superior. But hey, they far from that, man. There's no way in hell that a people that cannot do the sun is more superior than the melanated person, man. And nobody, this is the weakest man that's walking this planet right now. I seen the video this morning. This Edomite got into it with a younger Edomite, about 21 years old. Handicap, man, on crutches. He slapped the boy, knocked him into the water, and tried to drown him. They had to pick him up off of him, but they got him for attempted murder.
You see how susceptible Esau's spirit is to murder.
He literally tried to put that boy. He had him underwater with a forearm in the back of his neck. He tried to take out his own people. And that's just a precursor to what Esau's really finna do, because in the midst of trying to fuck up the Israelites, he's going to take out a lot of his own people as well. Mm-hmm. There's no respect of persons to that maintain the human population under 500 million.
Mm-hmm. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my cursed judgments. It said Idumea. Idumea is Greek for Edom. So tell me again how you're superior, how you're blessed. Because I'm still not getting that. Unless that was a lie too, of course it was. But Esau, we don't expect you to admit none of your lies to be lies. We automatically assume everything you say is a lie because you have gotten just that bad. Look at your president. It would be safe to assume that everything this man says is a lie. And sooner or later, it always comes out to be a lie. So it would be very foolish of us to trust anything that comes out of that White House. But y'all gonna figure it out, you know? Y'all gonna figure out that Esau is nobody's friend, but Esau's.
He dogged his own people out, man.
Yeah, man, let's get that in
he had his bad to himself.
It's in the book of Sirach. Y'all gonna find out. MAGA found out.
Man. And it was crazy that it took them so long to find out.
And some of them still in denial.
Yeah.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 14, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom shall he be good? He shall not take pleasure in all his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself. And this is a recompense of his wickedness. The wicked gonna eat the wicked. Verse 7. And if he do it good, he do it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. You hear that, MAGA? Oh, y'all already figured that out. Because he's shitting on y'all too now. Verse 8. The envious man have a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despiseth men. Now, which men are we talking about? We ain't talking about nations right now. We're talking about rich and poor. Because the rich abhorreth the poor. Verse 9, a covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drives up his soul. So, for you MAGA people to trust, and it goes further than Edomite MAGA. You got black MAGA, you got Latinos for Trump, all of them found out the hard way that Trump is not your friend. And which we told y'all he was not y'all friend, but y'all said, no, I like him. I like his phones that I paid for that I never got. I like them low grocery prices that we never seen. I like these low gas prices we never seen. I like these low grocery prices we never seen.
The low gas prices that y'all never seen, y'all ain't never finna see them.
Yeah.
Because what I seen on the news a couple of days ago, the last barrels that were shipped from over there before all this shit really hit the fan just hit California, and that's all we got. So that means that, hey, prices finna go up again soon, like another 10-15%.
See, Esau is stupid as hell from the jump. Because this is what's happening. you have an abundance of oil in the ground here. In the United States, we have more oil than we know what to do with in the United States. The problem is the oil that comes out of the ground here is too heavy. So they sell it to people who can use the heavier oil instead of creating vehicles here that can use the heavier oil. Had they done that, they would have had an unlimited supply of oil. Esau's not smart. And why would you do that? Why would you not take advantage of something that you have an abundance of? That's just stupidity in itself. So you painted yourself to a corner because you got all this oil on your own land that you can't use. You can't even process it for these vehicles. That's a dumbass. Now you got an abundance of something you can't, that's worthless to you. Now you're depending on other countries for the oil that you actually need. And to be more stupid, you start shit with the countries you are dependent on. That's a dumbass. Unfit to rule. All out of greed. Because you want the masses to bow down to you. But guess what? The masses outnumber the elite. That's why a lot of these elites, they going into hiding right now, like Stephen Miller punk ass. That fake dude got on TV talking all this big boy shit. Now he's fearful for his life. But guess what? That's what happens when you talk shit. It's like we said years ago. They're going to be stringing up you lying ass politicians and you lying ass pastors left and right. Y'all going to be the new low-hanging fruit around this bitch.
Y'all can motherfucking go run and hide the workers all you want. But if the Lord's judgment is coming for you, you're going to get caught up.
Oh, them hunters coming, baby.
This is Amos 9:2. Though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up into heaven, then I will bring them down. So they're gonna be digging in the clefts of the rocks and shit, man. Trying to escape. That's why they have these domes, man. Because they trying to hide from the judgments. And a lot of these people are going to bring judgments. The Lord is going to allow a lot of these people to bring judgments upon Esau in his land. And a lot of people are going to be putting these politicians and these pastors to death, man. A lot of these people.
I got a precept for you. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them. We fishing right now. All the brothers that's in the camps right now on Saturdays or whenever they go to camp, they're fishing. And they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters. They shall hunt them from every mountain, large government, from every hill, small government, and out of the holes of the rocks, them bunkers, them hunters coming, baby. The 144,000, they coming and get y'all asses. The Lord is preserving y'all throughout the nuclear war just so you can go into slavery, be the first fruits of slavery. So he's preserving y'all. He gonna let you live through the nuclear fallout and all that shit just so the 144,000 can deliver you to the Lord's feet.
And that's coming. That's coming real soon. But like right now, we're only fishing. And I love that, man. This is Matthew 4:18. And Yahushua walking by the sea of Galilee saw two brethren, Simon called Peter and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers. And he said unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men.
Bam.
And the Lord Yahushua put it on all his men out here to go on the highways and hedges to fish for the elect. And that's what we out here doing. For you people that will probably have something to say about how are you fishing? We're fishing for the elect being out here right now. But eventually when that famine of the word comes, it's gonna be a wrap, and at that point the election may be sealed at that point.
Exactly.
So it's a wrap.
Yeah, we fishing because this word is debate.
Yeah.
Only the elect is going to be drawn to this truth, which is debate. Let me ask y'all this. Why isn't people of the faith of why are all? Let me ask you this. Well, let me start over. Why isn't there any fishermen out here on the highways, byways, under Jesus, under Yahusha, under Allah, under Buddha? How come ain't nobody fishing under those names? All the fishermen I see out on the highways, byways, are under the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That should tell you that these other religions and these other idols are false, because only a true living power can put the spirit on certain men to go out here and do the same thing with the same doctrine, the same names. I don't see a bunch of Christians out here fishing for men. They're out here lying like hell, and they got under the banner of Christianity, there are about 5 million doctrines, and all of them false. Under the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, there is only one doctrine. So how is that possible? Because there is a true and living power by the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Because if you other idols were real, y'all be teaching the same thing. You're not. You're teaching 5 million different doctrines and all of them false. Let's get this scripture right here. This will sum it up for you. This is the book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel, or if this all them false religions were of men, they came to naught. Verse 39, but if it be of Yahweh, ye cannot overthrow it. Lest haply ye be found even to fight against Yahweh. So you coming out here with these false doctrines and trying to call us liars, you are fighting against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And guess what comes with that? Death.
There's only one truth, man. There's only one truth, one body.
Why you think there's no, if we was to get on a video and talk about cheese and rice, we would get, our views would be in the thousands.
Oh yeah.
And YouTube wouldn't strike our videos at all.
We was teaching everybody to be saved and all of that. Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, YouTube will not strike our videos, none of that. Because we coming with the truth. And because of the fact they're trying to keep this truth from you, they punish us by giving us strikes, taking our channels down. But we don't care. Because guess what? It's still going. We still have teaching. Because it said this scripture right here. I just read. If it be of Yahweh, ye cannot overthrow it. That's why we still out here teaching. But you see, what else didn't happen with the false prophets, though? What happened with the false prophets? Well, if this counsel be the work of men, it will come to naught. The Lord exposing these false prophets.
That's what you're saying.
Exactly. Their works are not of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's why he put an end to Deacon Hakah and Hassad. And yeah, I really think in the spirit, Bishop Nate is next. He got something terrible for Bishop Nate. He got something terrible for vocab.
Almost definitely. I got Titus 1 and 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching which they ought not for filthy lucre's sake. And that goes back to Hassad and Hakah. Gentiles can be saved to get that bag. His wife put it all on forefront, man. He said, if you want to make some money, teach that the Gentiles can be saved. All nations can be saved, man. And that's what he did. I ain't never seen not one brother at Great Millstone spitting rhymes with baseball caps on and plenty jewelry talking about a damn Benz, man. Who gives a hell about a Benz? That's about to get burned up.
Exactly.
Who cares about that?
Y'all should have knew a long time ago these dudes full of shit when they was holding Passovers in strip clubs.
Exactly, man.
That should have been a giveaway right there. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and Mammon. Mammon is money. Because guess what's gonna happen if you try that? That money gonna win every time. If your spirit ain't true. So the love of money is revealing these men. I hate money personally. I ain't gonna say we, but I hate money personally. You know why?
Money causes too many issues, bro.
Because it brings out the worst in people to take it from you by any means. They'll scam you out of it. They'll go in your bank account and rob you for it. Or they'll just strong arm your ass, put a gun right to your head and take it. It brings out the worst in people. Why you think these insurance companies so goddamn greedy?
And this is what happened. This is what happened to brother Deacon Hassad and Hakah. You know, this is 1 Timothy 6:10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith. They start teaching different names, and they started teaching that everyone can be saved, right? Then they changed their doctrine. All right. It said, while some coveted after have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. But thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, and meekness. See, these dudes wanted their constellation on this side.
They got it.
And that's what happened. The Lord exposed you. Now you talk about stepping down, but the Lord is sifting you niggas out. You niggas is getting sifted out, man.
Mm-hmm. Then you got Gorilla Hebrew coming up, lying on the elders and the apostles again, talking about y'all told us to do this shit. No, they did not. You took it upon. Okay, if that's the case, I suppose the apostles and the elders told you to take a stick up your ass too, huh? You lying ass niggas ain't shit, man. Gorilla Hebrew, I knew you was a bitch. I knew you was a bitch a long time ago. Long ass hair. You always fronting like you whore. You ain't no real gangster neither, nigga. I know real gangsters. I grew up with real gangsters. I had gangsters in my family. I know a real gangster when I see one, and I know one that's fronting, trying to be hard all the time.
How you a prideful pig master?
You know what I'm saying?
That don't make any sense. That's why the Lord don't deal with you niggas. Actually, the Lord can't stand niggas like y'all, man. This is Proverbs 6:16. These 6 things doeth the Lord Yahweh hate. 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deceiveth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and running to do mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. So that's what your boy Gorilla Hebrew did.
A walking abomination. Just go sit on your stick, bro. That's all you good for, sitting on sticks. Go sit your fat ass on a stick somewhere.
Exactly.
Because you're not needed in the ministry, bro. You keep all that wickedness over there.
All the way that you niggas moving, you ain't doing nothing but making the ministry plain, bro. Because you already know the world we live in. Everybody hate the Israelites. Everybody hate the Israelites. And these stupid, simple-minded ass people, they gonna lump us into one basket together. And I don't want to be lumped in the basket with you niggas, man.
Hell no. Just go sit on your stick or let your wife ram you in the ass, because that's all you interested in anyway. You and the deacon. Bunch of fuck boys, man, trying to be hard, trying to be God-like men. Y'all a bunch of fuck boys and a bunch of pussies. And Esau got y'all by the nuts. Whatever nuts y'all got left, just go sit on your sticks. You like being pegged up the ass, you go do that till you're destroyed by the Lord.
He got a whole hand up his ass.
Fuck boys. Can't stand fake ass niggas, man.
Fire you up, man. Especially when brothers, these cats be coming out with false allegations against the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and any other brother over there that's sincerely doing this thing, man. You niggas lie too much. Just lying for no reason. But I get slandered on social media for posting videos of Deacon Hakai possibly being eaten based on the phone call that was had with him and the young lady that he was on the phone with, where he said that his dad's black and his dad's dad is white. Clearly.
It don't matter. Because the Lord gonna sift the wheat from the tares anyway. And one thing he will not pass for, he will not pass for righteousness. So whether he's a 2/3 Jake or Edomite, he's still gonna get that same nuclear fire. It don't matter at this point. Because you have proved you are wicked, bro. So it don't matter if you Jake. If you are Jake, guess what? You in the 2/3, bro. And if you're not, you're gonna suffer with the rest of the Edomites. So your lineage is not gonna save you at this point. Your wickedness is gonna condemn you, which it already has. You and them other lying ass niggas in Sakari.
The Apostle Tahar said that apostasy and the sellouts will be exposed this year. He ain't lied. He ain't lied not one bit, man. Brothers is walking away from the faith. Well, you never had faith if you walking away from it in the first place.
Exactly.
You ain't have it in the first place, man.
Let me see if I can find out.
You know, because this is a gift that the Lord has given us. And everybody don't have faith. You can speak on it all you want, but your faith will show through your works, man. Because remember, faith without works is dead. And the Christians be talking about y'all got faith, but y'all ain't got no kind of works, no fruit.
Man, that faith gonna fold real quick. We keep telling y'all the white boy ain't coming, man.
So-called faith they got ain't even got the so-called fruits that they got ain't even got no seeds in it. Can't reproduce.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 19. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not at all of us. You prove yourself that you were never a man of Yahweh Shai. All these shiesty ass moves, making covenants with the devil, 501c3 camps, all this bullshit. Y'all rubbing elbows with Esau and shit, changing doctrines. You never was with us, man. The Lord woke you up just to destroy your ass.
This is Romans 6 and 9. Not as though the word of power have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel, man. So that's playing upon tables.
That's all right, though. Your suffering hasn't begun yet. First, you got exposed. Then come the shame. You know what's coming after that? Judgment. So y'all keep on playing with the Lord like you're playing with him. How you playing with him. And watch what he do to your ass. Because your judgment is pretty much sealed now, bro. Ain't no coming back from that. Blaspheming the Lord. Oh, you done, bro. You might as well go ahead and dig your own grave. At least in that way, you got some control over your comfort. At least that way you'll make sure that you're properly buried.
Oh, man.
Just go dig your own grave, bro. And that's where you headed. That's your final destination. You niggas are not going to get beamed up on them chariots. So if I was y'all, I'd just start burying each other. at least you'll get buried, because a lot of people gonna be destroyed by the Lord. The animals gonna eat their remains.
You gonna see so many motherfucking ravens, big ass vultures. They be out here just eating dead flesh out here, man. And the stench is gonna be incredible. Like I said, y'all, I ain't seen nothing yet, man. And we headed out this bad boy, man. Another day, another week, another month closer to the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And the end of Esau's wicked kingdom in society, this land here, Babylon. This place must go first before we get the kingdom. So we're gonna continue to preach his downfall. Tell the rest of you Israelites out there that are sincere to stay repentant, prayed up, man.
Stay grounded in the truth, man.
Stay in this thing, man. Because it's too late to be slipping now like the rest of these cats.
They're gonna wait till the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter to show their true colors. You should have just stayed a nigga from the jump. You wasted your time playing with the Lord and playing with yourself. Y'all was better off just standing 2/3 from the jump, like you always has been. Like this. Because I heard the deacon, he didn't know his lady was recording. But he said, you know how fast I could drop this Israelite shit? So you was never amongst us anyway, cuz we heard the recording. Your girl put you on blast, and you didn't know she was recording. He said, you know how fast I could drop this Israelite shit and have you and your family whacked?
Yeah.
I heard it, bro. So if you could drop it that easily, that means it never meant anything to you anyway.
That lightweight sound like an Edomite to me.
Exactly.
It ain't going your way, so you ready to kill something now?
Mm-hmm.
That sound like an Edomite to me. Like I said, I'm not saying he's Esau, but that's an Esau trait.
Oh,
that's an Esau trait, man.
What they resort to, they first to go to,
their gun.
They either gonna try to lie their way out some shit, or they gonna murder somebody. Them they first go tos all the time. They can't lie their way out of some shit, somebody gonna die. And those were the tactics that he chose. You know how fast I could drop? Then he called it shit, bro. I mean, you were never with it no way. You was better off just remaining a 2/3 ass nigga, man. But now, you got way more stripes coming your way. Let me see if I can find out. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12. We'll start at verse 46. And this is red letter, Lord Yahweh. The Lord of that servant will come in that day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in sunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. And that servant which kneweth not his Lord's will, and prepareth not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that knoweth not, and did commit things worthy of stripes, shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall much be required. And to him, and to whom men have committed much, of him will they ask the more. So yeah, you was better off just staying a nigga, man, instead of playing with the truth. Matter of fact, let me get another one. I think it's in Luke chapter 9, verse 62. I think it's 9:62.
Yeah.
Yep. This is the book of Luke, chapter 9, verse 62. And Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So you came into the truth just to be destroyed.
And as I said it yesterday, that same scripture right there. When you get in this thing, you do it to the end or till you die. Ain't no getting out of it because once you get out of it, you showing that you was never worthy in the first place.
Exactly. You're playing. You're playing with the Lord, and you're playing with your own spirit. You're playing with your own soul. But see, they too immature. They too caught up in material shit, and they didn't grow as they didn't become men of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. They just became more 2/3 of a nigga. They thought that they could use the ministry to get rich, which is the dumbest thing you could ever do. Because all you're doing is digging your own grave. That's exactly what these idiots did. That slick shit gonna get you fucked up. So keep on being slick, playing with the ministry, lying to people, pretending like you a man of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Keep on. You're playing with your own ass. And I don't mean that figuratively. I know her car and Gorilla, y'all like playing with each other's asses. So we about to close. I want to say, look, y'all, we too close to the end for y'all to be falling out on bullshit. Keep your houses in order. Don't get caught up in the madness of this world. Don't get caught up with this dead ass dollar. Do not sell your soul to this dead ass dollar, man. We in the home stretch. We in the fourth quarter, man. We got Esau pinned against the wall. The whole world knows who we are. Ain't no sense of backing out now. Ain't no sense of falling out now.
And the basis all over.
If you fall out now, you can waste it all this time. Just like they have wasted their time. They have wasted their grace period to piss off the Lord even more. Don't be those guys.
Wasted their grace period making covenants with the devil.
Exactly. Don't be those guys. If you in this thing, you got one goal to make it to that chariot. Not to piss off the Lord for him to destroy you 10 times over. Don't be like the idiots. Stay grounded in the truth. And don't let nothing deter you from this truth. You got to hold on to this like it's your lifeline. Like you in the middle of the ocean and you hold on to a rope. This is how you got to treat this. Because one slip, you're going to be destroyed with the rest of the people that was playing with the Lord.
It must be about our Father's business, man.
Exactly. This is nothing to play with. If you want something to play with, you better go buy your video game. Because this is not it. So with that, we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kakadash, Wabba Shalom.